compañera de trabajo que me enteré que a mi espalda se expresaba de mí como mona, la mona.
Today is the 8th month of the year. Yep, the 8th month of the year, and it is the 19th year, right? It is the 19th year in the 21st century, ain't it? August 21st, August the 8th month, 2019. 2019 on this black man, Melanin Man. Brother R.A., the brother who has a lot to say each and every day. A monumental show. I'm so nervous, I'm so scared, but I'm so happy I got this far. Yeah, Oh, whew. Last week I did a phenomenal show. It may have sounded like I was hemming and hawing, going this way and going that way, but, you know, living in a colonized world. Yes, I've been colonized. And frankly, at this point, understanding I've been colonized and understanding what it means to be a colonized mind or a colon or yeah, well, being a black man in America, he's one of my mentors. Am I in front of the right camera? Richard Pryor is one of my mentors. And at this point, frankly, I don't give a fuck. Is that what Dwayne Johnson and Baywatch said in one of those movies? Wait a minute. Let me see. In my bag. See that? Oh, I don't have a fuck to give. Frankly, I don't give a fuck no more. Propaganda and control of the public mind. I've been taught. Who was the Demolition Man? Was it Sylvester Stallone or the Melanin Man, Wesley Snipes? And I ain't even hit the pipe yet, but I'm going to in this fucking show. All you niggas out there that ain't ever fucking reached your motherfucking roots, fuck you. And everything out there. Fuck, 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 fuck. All you melanin recessive, inbred, mutant, albino, with a calcified thinking motherfuckers with your closed pineal gland. Right here. Calcified. Worshipping a motherfucking dead fucking slaveholder. Oh, let's show this shot. Yeah. Breathe. I'm not hard. I'm not anxious. Last week was the harder show. This week, I'm sweet, and I showed you about the numbers, and I'm learning I am the one. I'm tapping in to the core. I'm not reverberating out here. I'm going into my center of my divinity. Understanding a little bit more about my roots. And I'm demolishing, I'm destroying. In the 21st century, yes, I'm reaching the inner essence of all that I am. And I wish to show you here. Let's get to last week's show, the closing of last week's show. On Brother R.A. and we're going to go into this show a little bit. Yes, that's where I wish to begin. Humanity. You are the square. And am I going to get some audio in here? Your heart is on the left side of your body. So with the heart being on the left side, the upper side of your heart is spirituality. And across on the upper level is also upper intellect. That's the right side of the square. And now the lower portion of the square, the lower portions of humanity, on the left side is the emotions, and on the right side your physicality. So you, as a thinking entity, your consciousness, where do you allow your thoughts to reside? And here, I can't hear that well enough, but in understanding that particular square, if you understand that your upper left side above your heart in your mind is your spirituality, your heart, your spiritual side, do you allow yourself to resonate there? I mean, as I was beginning last week to share, look at the Ankh and the balance. Okay, so the circle represents the woman. She is the only one who can give birth. Both the male and the female. Now, the male is the one, but that is a one like the phallic. It's a round circle. He's 360 degrees. And does he understand? Here, let me show you. This is why I brought all my tools and, the inside of the toilet paper, but that's as a phallic. And this is inserted inside the woman, the square. So I have my drawings and symbols and so on. Okay, so we'll use the DVD box, or Noam Chomsky, Propaganda and Control of the Public Mind. And so the square and the circle, when there's congruence or the coming together, the male and the female come together, and the fallopian tubes, and there's life. The child, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Fuck the Pythagoras and the Greeks. And what is that he got himself standing on? Stonehenge. Not Stone. Is it Stonehenge? What is the Greeks built? Fuck, that's the white boy trying to act like he got himself on, it was the Africans that built the pyramids that you can see on the back of your dollar bill. Even it came before George Washington, who started trading Africans. He was a dead slaveholder. And that's what you all value, dead slaveholders. But you are the one. And y'all are out there trading dead slaveholders. Why? You don't see yourself as divine energy? You don't see yourself as life? Black man and black woman, biological living light? You see yourselves as individuals to have to be examined? Three doctors looking at a black woman on a table. And what is this? And then on the 8th day, what is the, I mean, I know I'm all over the place, but what is this? Where is your head at? Who are you? Who are you people? You black people don't understand your greatness. I'm so upset with black people. And what is the Pope doing? He's sucking on the 8th day. What's the number 8 represent? I showed you last week. It represents the greatness of the black woman. Her breast, her butt. Life came from the black woman first. Her pussy opens up and a big head comes out, whether it's male or female. The woman, black or white, needs to be revered. The circle, the male, inserts his phallic or his. Does the black man or the male, not the calcified pineal gland man, who doesn't have the tenacity with the liquid pineal gland to balance with the surface of the earth, to settle into himself, straighten his spine, relax his mind, become straight as a line. Settle. Don't upset the black people. Don't trade them for dead slaveholders. Black men, assume your responsibility. Assume you are divine. Assume or recapture your mind. That black motherfucking he's like, yo, alright, I went into class yesterday. You read 333? After I just got through reading Lovemaking. All over the place, all off script. Alright, let me get back on script. That's your appetizer. Here. Balance. I told you, I'm trying to balance, okay? Balance. I'm trying to get balanced. I'm going to read the Tao in a second. So, basically, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to read Donkey. I'm going to read Lovemaking. Here, let me show you my drawings. I tried to get to the cube. I want to show you the cube folding in on itself. So the drawing dealing with... Come back into close. So... Spirituality in your upper right corner. This is centering yourself. If your intellect is in your upper, this is your upper left corner, is spirituality above your heart. Your intellect is in the upper right corner. Your emotionalism is your lower left corner. Your physicality is your lower right corner. Most of us spend all of our time down here in our lower left and right corner in our physicality and emotionalism, down here. So when the cube closes in on itself, do we spend all our time down here in these areas? And the factors that we have to take into consideration and dealing with ourselves, they're the 5 elements, and last week I didn't get into, I only got to dealt with the pointing finger, which is wood, the middle finger, which is fire, the ring finger, which is the earth finger, and the wedding finger on the left hand, right? So that's the wedding finger. That's where the earth is. You get married. You put the ring on the left hand, the side of the heart. And the circle has no beginning and no end. So it's infinite. So when you marry someone, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm a polygamist. And I can have as many women as I can provide for. And monogamy, that's okay if you choose that. But you know, being 57, single, never married, no kids, I'm still looking for the mother of my children. And I'm ready to father. And if you're willing to put up with me, 20 minutes in, let me take my hit so I can go to higher levels of consciousness and share even more content as I flow. If I'm already here and I'm not high, can you imagine where I can go with a little bit of cannabis or herb? And this is all natural with the liquid pineal gland. I'm not allowing myself to be contained. I'm allowing myself, you know, with what Master Heej is teaching me, Roxbury Tai Chi Academy, and where's that note? If you consult with Master Heej, he will only accept Ben Franklin's and Grant's, who were dead slaveholders, and I'm still trying to put out not using that means of exchange. We need a different means of exchange as we move into 2020, because I don't consider to be trumped by the upper echelon, because I am Demolition Man. I'm moving beyond Sylvester Stallone, and as a cube closing in on myself, taking into consideration of the depth, the dimension, the culture, the fabric, the texture, the senses, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the taste, the five senses, the inner, the outer, the nadar, the sunshine, the LIVE, the EVIL, the balance, the harmony as one. I am you, you are me, we are one earth, the third planet, away from the sun. All of these factors taken into consideration, I hope that we don't continue to use dead slaveholder, because we have integrity. I hope more people will learn to reach higher levels of relaxation within themselves and tap into the core, the center of the earth, and even allow their calcified pineal gland to reach up to the frequency of light. Smile. Tap into the harmony and texture of the one verse. Feel the wood and water. That's the thumb connecting. That's the right angle. The wood and the water. Man and woman. Yeah, we need the metal. That's the little finger. A little metal. Because, you know, when you're cleaning, you got to go perpendicular, up and down, and vertical or horizontal. You got to go, and then you got to go round and round. Got to go this way. You got to go that way. Then you gotta go round and round. Gotta use all the elements of the one verse, this universe. reach these levels of higher internal levels of relaxation in your spirituality, rhythm, timing, speed, frequency, density, flow, wind, blow, all environmental circumstances taken into consideration, not only on the denotative level, the connotative level, but the abstract level, and wish for me to get caught up in our universe, not in a sin taxed luggage or language. I'm working to reach beyond a dead motherfucking slaveholder's value of bullshit, but value us. First, internally. Fuck words. What the fuck is a word? My white girlfriend. Yes, you, Andrea. How about, oh, I heard on some media. What's media? What the fuck? I heard in the media the rings of a planet. And why the fuck you assholes gotta go out to a planet? Why can't you just go into yourself? You can hear that shit. Where's my pictures? I gotta show a picture. What's the picture of the red man on the horse in front of the MFA? What is that? The motherfucking library? No. The red man on the horse in front of the Museum of Fine Arts. Up to the sun. But she says, yeah, I heard the rings on that plane go. Shit, I don't need to go to a planet or a star or a space out someplace like that. Shit, I can do that inside my head, sitting right here going. Then her dumb ass came downstairs. Talking about, R.A., why you gotta mince up your melon so much? I told you last week when I ended the show, Master Heej was talking about. I also, in that show last week, talked about how we as melanin dominant people have to start taking care of our health. We have to, because melanin recessive inbred mutant albino with the calcified pineal gland, yes, 1/10 the Earth's population, white people, the more aggressive individuals that had to, when I inbred, when the Earth's axis tilted 23 degrees, even NASA knows that, I had to inbreed to survive and live in caves. And when I had sex with my daughter, I created a mutation, white people. And when the genes clashed, so the genes clashed, when black people have sex with folks that are not that close with us, they interlock. But the clashing, the genes, the melanin didn't make it to the surface of and so the pineal closed up in the spiritual gateway. So 1/10 the Earth's population This is repeat, but some folks may not have seen the prior shows. So black, brown, red, yellow people, we're all melanin dominant. But whenever we have sex with our mutant child, mutation means they don't look like us, the black parents. So when we had that, now they're more aggressive. They had to start eating dead flesh. And now they control the media, the upper echelon. So they own the planet, and now they have us trading dead slaveholders, and they start exchanging us. Now we value what they value. And all of you all, I mean, most of the Haitian ride drivers, I talk to them, and they listen to me, oh, I'm going to work my 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week, and I don't get to spend no time with my children and shit. And I'm like, oh, damn. The world's jacked, and all you niggas out there, I ain't listening to that nigga. Fuck him. I'm going to believe in waiting on the white hand of God to save my poor black ass. I'm going to believe in the Pope sucking dick and shit. How many motherfuckers going to kill me now? That nigga's crazy. But okay, so white people control the media, and you dumb niggas out there doing this, and not only you believe in energy outside of yourself, but you're eating what they tell you to eat, and you believe. And I also heard that, Haitians or other outside Americans don't like black Americans because we stand up to the white man and try to put them in place. And so divide and conquer. So all these separate individual groups, and that's what's going on. Don't let the immigrants in, and that's what you hear Trump and so on and so forth going on, and all the separation. But if we get more melanin dominant people to work together like we once did, and if more black folks start speaking and stop separating ourselves, then we could do more. And that's why they killed Kennedy. He wasn't he was going to lead the black folks and so on and so forth. So now Melanin Man is here, and like I said, support Master Heej, and Master Heej, PayPal, HeejR87@gmail.com. Send him 2 Ben Franklins and a grant for any consultation about your health if I don't get to that particular point. Beat up Dave Pearson for putting all this information on brotherra.com. He's at Shaman Education. Need to pump up. And send money to Susan Fleshman and Jenny Berkowitz at CCTV. Send grants and Franklins to CCTV for supporting Brother RA. They're the only venue. Facebook cut me out. YouTube, in a tube. Where's my tube? You're in a tube. You only confined in your thought. But separate black people. Don't get us united. Don't speak. Stay on your phone. Control your thought. Contain your thinking. But if black folks were to unite, 9/10 the population. 9/10 the population. If we were to unite and fight against the upper echelon, then we would do better for ourselves, and we wouldn't need so much insurance. We wouldn't need to trade dead slaveholders, and we would do better for ourselves. So back to the minced fruit. She asked me, why are you mincing up your melon if it's all gonna blend? And what he just talking about, if you can have more clarity of thought, if you can mince up your fruits and vegetables, the soil absorbs and creates a melon. A melon is an orb, just like the breast and the butt. It's a circle, but if you mince it up, it releases certain fragments of certain energies into itself, and when you cut it up, and your chi absorbs that chi, and your chi interacts with itself, and you get this energy. And then when you blend it up and drink it, not only by itself, but when you put the cantaloupe, the honeydew melon, the strawberries, put all the fruits, all the vegetables, and you take your time, you wash the fruits, you wash the vegetables, the Swiss chard, the baby spinach, the kale, I use the collard greens. I like the collard. I grew up on collard greens. Nana had me in the backyard, and I was picking the string beans. And when you get the fruits and vegetables that come out of the land, and I gotta get to 117 Walden Street too. But when you get these fruits and vegetables into your bloodstream and do the slow meditation and movement, all of this opens up the liquid pineal gland or activates the calcified pineal gland. We are one race, the human race, HUE. We all come together and we don't have to exchange. You're not obligated to work. You feel like there's one day of life. You're always one day younger than tomorrow. You should be happy to live today. Like my purple flower. So, dealing with mincing your food, cutting it up and having the chi, your inner energies exchange with the outer energies, getting it into your digestive system, OCD, talking about compulsive. If you get more natural energies into your digestive system, what is it? There's 45 feet of intestinal tract. Then you don't need to deal with going to the Western medicine, dealing with their fucked up medicine, dealing with synthetics. Talk about airplanes. Oh, fighting dead slaveholders. So 117 Walden Street. Here, let's bring this image back up real quick. Yeah, okay. And that's a church thing. And let me see if I can find my 117 Walden Street image document. You gonna play fair with me today? Oh, there's another. The church. I wonder, is that divide and conquer? Is that subtle media manipulation, propaganda, control of the public mind? So, behind my house, 34 Hubbard Ave, in Cambridge, I got the dumbass Sue. She brought this to my attention. We are fighting here in Cambridge. The mayor knows about this. The zoning board, talking about heaven and hell and LIVE, land, and EVIL. So, 3-unit condo on a non-conforming lot. So, here in Cambridge, a melanin dominant commissioner of the zoning board, Indian man, living under the melanin recessive inbred mutant albino with the calcified pineal gland, law and order people. He is given permits to a developer who bought 117 Walden Street, and even though it's a non-conforming lot, they cut down the trees, poured in the cement to develop a 3-unit condo, because here in Cambridge, trying to become like Boston and New York, stacking niggas on top of niggas on top of niggas, like in the Lord Ligonier, the slave ship bringing niggas from Africa in a 2-month voyage. Oh no, I'm only taking 170 niggas. No, I don't need 200 niggas on my slave ship. We're gonna take a light load, not a heavy load. So we're gonna pack 100 so now we're packing niggas on top of niggas, whether it's a condo or an apartment building. Oh, I got a bitch and she lives near Trash House number 3 in Newtown Court. How do you remember to get to her house? She's near Trash House 3. Not 1 and 2, but 3. A project. In a project. Oh, that's where you pack niggas on top of niggas, in a project. Just like they have the, what is this shot here? What are we gonna do with this nigga? Oh, let's just pack that nigga on top of a nigga. So we got condos. So we got non-conforming lot. They issued permits. They already poured in the cement. And I keep hearing the dinosaur rig. Dig out dirt. And I built pyramids where you have the Nadar shadow, the shadow of the pyramid is the same shape as the pyramid. How did the ancestors build A squared plus B squared equals C squared? I'm talking about a triangular shape. The base is 4 sides, but it goes up to a triangle. They understood that when the sun sets, it's going to make a pyramid so that it can show a triangle. So they wanted to convey a message for 7 to 10 to 20, 30 generations down the line. Convey a message. What is on the outside will shine on one side, shiny, but the other side is dark. See into the depth. See into your depth of who you are. Can you see into the depth? Can you see your innocence? Can you see your evolution? Can you see your growth? Can you see your texture? Can you see your density, your wind, your flow, your rhythm, your timing, your frequency? Your balance, whether you have inbred or not. Can you see your value? Can you see you are the one? Can you see without words? Feel your heart and lung pulse. Can you see me being the father of your children? Performing an art of touching. Let me shut up. And I will read Lovemaking, page 30. And then I will read 333. Nocturnal downpour wakes the lovers, floods the valley. Making love is natural. Why be ashamed of it? That seems simple, but it is actually a great challenge in these complex times. Too many other layers of meaning have been imposed upon sex. Religion straight-jacketed. Aesthetics deny it. Romantics glorify it. Intellectuals theorize it. Obsessives pervert it. These actions have nothing to do with lovemaking. They come from fanaticisms, fanaticisms, compulsive behavior. Can we actually master the challenge of having lovemaking be open and healthy? Sex should not be used as leverage, manipulation, selfishness, or abuse. It should not be a ground for our personal compulsions and delusions. Sexuality is an honest reflection of our innermost personalities. We should ensure that its expression is healthy. Making love is something mysterious, sacred, and often the most profound interaction between people. Whether what is created is a relationship or pregnancy, the legacy of both partners will be inherent in their creation. What we put into love determines what we get out of it. I get just about 9 minutes left or less than that. Would I say 3:33? I better hurry the fuck the hell. 3:33, bitch, hurry up, nigga, shit. These niggas ain't got all day. Donkey! Dismount your donkey at the summit. Some places in this world are very hard to climb and people use animals. Each person can only ride one. Each animal might have a different name. Riders go up the trail in different orders. They discuss their varying opinions about their experiences. They may even have conflicting opinions. One traveler may think the trip thrilling. Others may find it terrifying. And the third may find it banal. Or however you say that fucking word in English, my colonizer's language. At the summit, all the travelers stand in the same place. Each of them has the same chance to view the same vistas, she told me. The donkeys are put to rest and graze. They are not needed anymore. We all travel the path of Tao, or whatever you would like to call it. That's what he says. He calls it Tao. Tao, wow. The donkeys are the various doctrines that each of us embraces. What does it matter which doctrine we embrace as long as it leads us to the summit? But some niggas don't follow any fucking thing. I'm sorry. Your donkey might be a Zen donkey. Mine might be Tao donkey. There are Christian, Islamic, Jewish, even agnostic donkey. Nigger donkey, stupid donkey, fucked up nigger donkey. I'm sorry, doesn't say all that. All leads to the same place. Some may be stuck up fucking stupid. Never get anywhere. I'm sorry, it doesn't say that. Why poke fun at others the name of their donkey? Because they're stuck in dumbass. I'm sorry, doesn't say that either. Aren't you riding one yourself? I don't know, am I? We should put aside both donkeys and our interim experiences once we arrived at the summit. I don't know if any motherfuckers are gonna get there because they stoop. I'm sorry. Whether we climb in suffering, everyone's still fucking suffering, working for a dead motherfucking dead slaveholder, dumbasses. Sorry. Suffering or joy is immaterial. We are there. I don't know if anyone's ever gonna get there. All I see is dumbass, or big ass, or ignorant ass. Let me read this line again. I got stupid. I'll start that over. We should put aside both the donkeys and our interim experiences once we arrive at the summit. Whether we climb in suffering or joy is immaterial. We are there. All religions have different names for the ways of getting to the holy summit. Once we reach the summit, we no longer need names, and we can experience all things directly. I don't know if some motherfuckers are ever going to experience any goddamn thing. They say so. They so stuck in a fucking hole. What I say at the beginning, some folks don't give a fuck. Usually, yeah, I've talked too much. I think I'd like to share some Nana with you. Where's my Nana DVD? I want to put in, talking about vintage, I swear and cuss too much. I want to show some respect and some Nana. Since Sean plans on getting rid of DVD players in the station, did I say enough about this piece here? Them digging up in the backyard of my house, Nana's house, and so on and so forth. The meeting is going to happen about what's going on in my backyard on September 12th. And please support Heej.
I can't project something happened 20, 30 years.
Oh, damn. The audio on this sucks. That's Papa.
It's just reality.
Okay, so we can't deal with that. I'll have to eject that. Come back. We'll have to figure out why the audio sucks on the DVD player. And why are we still allowing Western medicine, allowing blacks to be subjugated to genetic engineering and so on and so forth? That's an issue for Brother R.A. We have Kendall Square over there, MIT, Harvard, and so on and so forth. Genetic engineering, we have to work on melanin dominant people understanding that we are divine energies and we need to deal better with our health. We can eat the store-bought food, but if we can learn to cleanse ourselves and not be so upset, and if we can heal ourselves by spending more time with ourselves and getting more information about what to do in our free time, that would be more beneficial. Meditation and movement, Roxbury Tai Chi Academy. Definitely support RoxburyTaiChiAcademy.com, Master Heej. I am his student, and you can reach out to Brother R.A. Support CCTV, Susan Fleshman.